Hello, my name is Kayon Parker, and I'm a member of the 2017 DISC RU group at Notre Dame, and I will be discussing climate change and its relation to my project. Climate change is any long-term change in Earth's climate, and the results or impacts of climate change aren't solely temperature-based. Climate change is able to cause events such as the rising sea levels, snow and ice covers decreasing, rainfall patterns and growing seasons changing, and more. Scientists believe that global warming has been occurring since the mid-1900s and is due to the burning of fossil fuels. The burning of these fuels power our appliances, but they cause greenhouse gases to be trapped in our atmosphere, which assist in global climate changes. And nowadays, scientists use climate models, which are computer programs that use ordinary and partial differential equations to represent the interactions in the climate that we're studying. And they help us predict how Earth's climate will change. These models need to be able to represent the past climate as accurately as possible to help us build confidence in the model, and it will help us also understand how the climates are changing and if we are predicting the future climates correctly. But the problem with these models is that, according to limnologists, late carbon decomposition contributes significantly to the global carbon cycle. But the models at the moment were unable to take into account land use. And so the Jones Lab made an integrated model that takes into account future land use in response to climate changes. And so the integrated model consists of the Vic model, the G-flow model, and the lake model. The lake model contains the carbon model, and the soil and meteorological data is passed into Vic, and then information is passed to G-flow in the lake model, and the lake model and G-flow communicate with each other, passing outputs back to each other, which result in the simulation occurring. The simulation for the integrated model can last for up to about a 50-year simulated time step. But the problem is G-flow is limited to the OS, and so we can't use the CRC cluster, and so this is where I step in with my project for the summer. So my project for the summer was to make my own Pythonic groundwater module that was compatible with Linux, and I was also doing a ton of analysis and tests to see if my output was within 5% of the G-flow expected output, and it was, and now I'm at the crossroads where the Jones Lab is able to use my data to determine whether or not they want to replace G-flow with my Pythonic model, or if they want to attempt to compile the original groundwater model and push it to Linux in the CRC's distributed system. And that's my project. Thank you, guys.